What's going on, everybody? It's the Pricks Podcast. We back at you again. We got my girl, Nina Childs.
Hello, hi.
What's up, Nina?
What's up?
We got more than just Nina here.
Yeah.
You're forgetting somebody.
Baby Coven, cousin Coven.
We got our little co-star here.
Little co-star Coven.
Yeah, little star of the Reborn pilot here.
Cute.
So what? So
cute.
Nina, what does this mean? What is the baby? What's up with
What's
the
going on
baby?
with the baby? Tell me, girl.
So this is a Reborn doll.
Reborn
made
doll?
of silicone, yes.
Okay.
Shout out to my artist, Bevy's Babies.
There you
okay?
go.
On
Bevy's
Instagram, Bevy's Babies.
Babies.
She's out of
Baby's
New York.
baby in the house. Okay.
Yeah, Bevy's Babies is in the house. She made this doll from hand, painted her.
For you?
Yeah.
Did you tell her what kind of baby you wanted?
Nah, it was a surprise.
Oh, okay.
I knew I wanted to do a show about
What if they
Reborn
would have
dolls.
been white?
She couldn't have been white.
Okay, doesn't fit the
because
story.
I didn't fit the storyline, but she's, I didn't know what the baby looked like. I found out what she looked like when I opened up the box.
Any baby.
It was like a real birth. You open up the box and you see your baby and what it looks like for the first time. It did hurt. The wait was painful. I was looking forward to getting it.
FedEx.
How long was the wait?
FedEx.
Oh, those are not UPS. It was FedEx.
Those are heavy boxes, bro.
Yeah, it was a heavy box, and it took about I think it took her about a month and a half to make. It was pretty interesting. Yeah, because it's a kit. She has to paint it. She has to put all the hair in piece by piece. She's got to paint the features on, put the eyebrows in, and the eyelashes.
She did a good job.
She did a good job. A lot of people think it's a real baby.
Yeah, I would have thought it was.
Especially when you see it from the back and it's got that little bald spot.
Right.
Babies have that bald
car
spot.
seat, bald spot.
Yeah.
You gotta turn the baby on the other side of the head, then you're gonna have the ball spot. You know what I mean?
Right. You gotta turn them.
That part.
Hey, so what is this? What's the baby for? What are you doing with the baby?
Yes.
Well, she is for a pilot that I created called Reborn, and it's about this millennial and her doll.
Nice.
But what a lot of people don't know is that the Reborn community is a real thing.
The Reborn Community is a real thing.
The Reborn community
It's
is
really big?
And it's huge. It's a community of people who own these dolls. Some of them are artists. Some of them are collectors. And a lot of the women who have these dolls, and it's a huge spectrum. Some of them are teenagers. They're everywhere. Japan, Italy, really? America. Yes.
Wow. Is there an Instagram page to go look at that kind of stuff?
Well, I have an Instagram page for the show, but if you go on Instagram and you search Reborn, you'll find tons of pages. And if you go on YouTube and search Reborn, my favorite Reborn page, shout out to Young Reborn Mom.
Nice.
She's like 17 or 18. She's somewhere out on the East Coast. And she's got like 100,000 subscribers. And it's a doll page.
From a doll?
Wow.
It's a doll page. Yeah.
Wow.
What's her doll look like?
Well, she's got like 6 of them. She's a collector, but she mothers them. She,
pricey? Are they pricey?
It's a hobby. It's a weird hobby.
What kind of price range are we talking about? 10,000, 5,000,
well,
1,000?
They can run you up to 10,000. You got that on the head?
Do they have like a gold baby tooth in them or something?
Well,
how would it be worth $10,000?
No, you can get them made however you want them made. You can get them made to look like real people.
Wow, 10,000.
Oh, can I? I got a
set of
request.
twins
Can I
for
get
10,000?
one made to look like Ice, a baby Ice?
Yeah, you can.
For the show, that would be.
That'd be a sexy baby.
Yeah,
that would be sick. We just
some of them are aliens. Some of them are monkeys. Some of them are what are those fucking things called? Avatars.
Oh wow!
You can get them as avatars that are blue. They can run you anywhere from $300 to $10,000.
I was thinking if I had a baby like that or something, maybe like Benjamin Buttons or something like that. He was hard.
Oh, you wanted like a wrinkly one?
Yeah, like Benjamin Buttons. You know what I'm saying? Reverse. Yeah.
So you're shooting a pilot, is what you're telling us?
We shot the pilot in January,
and it's about the lifestyle of a reborn baby.
It's about the lifestyle of a reborn mom.
What's the title?
It's called Reborn.
Reborn. Okay.
Okay. So what is the lifestyle of that?
I mean, some of these people have dolls for different reasons. How I found out about them, I was actually in urgent care. And the nurse that was doing my intake, she was like an elderly black woman. And she was telling me about how she had these 2 daughters who didn't have children. And she wants grandchildren. So as a joke, they bought her a Reborn doll that was $850.
Wow.
So exactly. I'm like, I got to see this doll. Like, what does the $850 look like? Right? So I'm just scrolling through her phone and shit. And the baby's got like 4th of July outfits, like Valentine's.
A real baby.
Wow.
It looked like a real baby.
Well, they're dressing it for 4th of July, right?
So I asked the woman, I'm like, this is like a hobby. You dress it up and you leave it at home. And she's like, no, this is my grandchild. I take her everywhere. To the movies, out to eat. She's been to Disneyland. And I know you're thinking, like, I hope she didn't pay for a ticket for that damn doll.
Wow.
Did she?
You ever jumped the carpool lane with the baby?
I mean, I do. Because she had a car seat.
Hold on. Wait. She takes her to Disneyland?
She took her to Disneyland.
Did she buy a ticket?
I don't know.
Access pass?
I wanted to ask.
Wow.
I wanted to ask, but yeah,
Is this person white?
No, she's black.
Oh, okay.
She was
because
African-American.
not to say any, being racial or whatever.
Yeah.
People that do this kind of stuff usually are Korean or Japanese.
Well, like I said, these reborn moms are everywhere. Like Italian reborn moms, Japanese reborn moms, American reborn moms. And you know what she said after she told me about that, and I had to kind of like hide that look of shock that was on my face because I was like, this is weird. She went into how she's lost friends and family members behind this doll.
Really?
Because they think it's weird.
Yeah, because
they think that she's kind of low-key psycho.
Well, there's a show on TV. It's called something My Strange Addiction, and people do some crazy stuff.
Wow. Why is it crazy?
This is not that far, but
it's not crazy because you guys as men can like play with video games and drones,
not me. I don't play no video
cards to like 50 or 60.
True.
But if a woman has a doll at 50, she's weird. It's just a toy, just like this NBA Jam machine.
I guess. I mean,
you get the same kick. You get the same kick out of it.
I mean, I don't know what they get out of it. This is just a prop for me.
Okay,
you know?
so it's more about the story.
I got 2 real kids and I'm good.
That's what my next question is.
Yeah.
My next
the baby is for the play, everybody. It's for the show.
Okay, well, explain the play.
Nina Childs is not weird.
We kind of jumped.
I am weird, but you know,
to a certain extent. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I got
and
you.
I love it. I love being weird, but you know, this is for the show. Okay. She's a prop. She's a pretty expensive prop, but she has a whole wardrobe at my house. She has a car seat. She has a bed. She has a high chair.
Okay.
She's got props.
Okay, so what's the play about?
Well, this is the actual pilot.
Okay, the pilot.
And it's about a millennial named Lydia and her doll. What she is, she's got this like asshole boyfriend that she catches cheating with her roommates. Yeah,
right?
Bendejo. You know what I'm saying? And as women, we kind of face like this kind of like midlife crisis that men probably don't face. Like if you're a woman and you turn 30 and you ain't got no man and you ain't got no kids.
You lost it, you think?
Well, no, it's not even just that. You look around and you see all your friends. A lot of your friends are engaged.
That's
a lot of
crazy
them are
because
already
men
married.
at 30,
yeah, they're like,
you're
I ain't got no
unstoppable.
kids. Yes.
Right?
Like,
men at 30, you're like, I can go up, I can go down.
I can go all
I
around.
can go back to my 30s.
Right.
So go ahead.
Right. But the women are like,
so
oh my
glad
God.
I'm 31.
That part. You think, you know.
I'm 69. Oh, I'm sorry.
60, oh, wait,
That's a good number. Go ahead, girl. I'm sorry.
There you go. Well, but yeah, you know, she's feeling like her life is passing her by. So she decides to spend her life savings on this doll and be a mother to this doll.
Wow.
No way.
And that's what the show is about. It's about her interactions. She meets this guy. He thinks that she's hot, but she's like, she's got this doll and she's fucking weird. But he's into comics. And that's another thing dudes are into, comics and Comic-Con and all that.
Yeah, but that's not weird though. But go ahead.
Okay. You know, but that's the double standard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That
correct.
we can get into.
Absolutely correct.
So.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's people that dress up and all that. So I feel you.
But it's a double standard.
Okay, but you didn't. You mean you? Okay, you said that he cheated with a roommate.
He cheated with a roommate.
What does that have to do with Coven?
Well, it's kind of like an early midlife crisis thing, you know? Like she loses her boyfriend, you know, she's got this endless string of roommates because she's living in LA and it's expensive and she can't afford shit.
Right.
All her friends are getting engaged and married and having babies. So she's like, kind of has like a little bit of a mental break. And she's like, well, I'm going to get me a baby.
Okay.
And I'm going to be a mom and I'm going to...
Is she ugly?
No. Well, the actress, Whitney Mormon, that played Lydia in the pilot is gorgeous, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, like all
Shout out to Whitney Mormon.
I mean, I don't know. Why can't she keep a dude?
Keep a dude, yeah.
Well, I mean, why can't any woman keep a dude? You know, shit just falls apart.
You think
know?
so?
A lot of times. A lot of times.
Things go up and down for everybody. But yeah, but that's crazy that you came up with this idea for something so
I had to.
What do I call it?
You know, she told me to go on. No,
You know what I mean? What is it? You know?
Yeah, when you came up with the pilot, was you on a good one? I mean, what's up?
Nah, well, when she told me about it, the wheels in my head just start turning immediately. And I'm like, And as soon as I got out of there, I called the lead actress, Whitney Mormon. I'm like, yo, this is what I'm about to do. And I know a lot of actors, but I thought she was the perfect person to play it in the pilot.
What'd she say?
And she was like, hell yeah, I'm with it. You know,
Something
she's an actress, you know, something different. But the pilot is hot. We actually got some great actors. We got Brandon Adams in it. He was in The Sandlot, which is like a classic movie for guys.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he played Kenny Nunez in The Sandlot. And we also have, shout out to Brandon. We have Cherry Johnson in it as well. She played Cherry on Punky Brewster.
Okay.
And they play love interest on the pilot. It's just a pilot, you know?
Yeah,
we're shopping it around, trying to get it picked up. Yeah.
And who's you shopped it to?
A lot of people. Jordan Peele's company, you know. I don't want to put too many of them out there.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't want to jinx myself.
Yeah, we might be interested in the pricks. You know what I'm saying? We'll sign you right now.
It's in works. It's in the works. Really?
Yeah.
Let's go. Shit. Whoever's trying to make it, let's do it.
Is this the only thing you got going right now with what you call the baby? Alien head?
No, I said that you can get them made as avatars. Is what I said. Aliens and avatars. Let's clarify that.
What did you call it?
Come on, man. We're talking about Cousin Coven, man.
Reborn. Yeah, this is Coven. It's a reborn doll, and her name is Coven. But no, I'm primarily a playwright.
Okay.
That's what I do. So I'm venturing out into television, you know, trying to do that.
Shows.
And, shows. You know, TV is where it's at right now. There's a lot of great TV right now.
Yeah.
A lot of great TV. But I am working on a play right now, too.
Really?
Yeah. Good for you. So you're a screenwriter and all that, director, all that, producer,
all that. I direct all my own projects. It's tough to write something and then just hand it over to somebody. It takes a lot of trust.
Big time.
And I don't have it. I don't have it right now. So
you want it's your baby.
It's my it's my literal baby. All my projects are my babies, and this is my little fake baby.
So what do you plan on doing with this pilot if it gets picked up? Like go full movie? Or like a mini doc, mini show about people doing this kind of stuff?
Well, if it gets picked up, we're trying to go for at least 3 or 4 seasons. You know, I got it all mapped out.
Okay, but
damn, I need to be on that show. I need some residuals my damn self.
No, it's not reality. It's scripted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's scripted.
Because I was thinking maybe you document people that have this life already. You know.
Well, that one of the networks that I pitched it to, you know, we're like, we're interested in doing it in that form or fashion. I'm like, shit, I'm interested in doing it too, especially if you're getting a check. Like, you know what I'm saying? So let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So who knows?
Have you ever had a dude? Have you ever seen a dude have one of those?
Yes, I went to coffee with a dude that has one. Shout out to
is he a real dude?
Ross. He's a real dude.
Like a mechanic?
Yeah, oh, you want to hold her? Oh.
Let's see what
she does need a dad, so we're taking applications.
Come here, boo boo.
We need somebody to step up to the plate.
Look at the baby dude. This guy's a weirdo. He probably has one in the closet.
Why does he have to be weird?
He probably has one in the closet.
Why does it have to be weird?
Watch him break it out next week.
My baby is right there, ready to moose behind you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, but that kind of could. Hey, but you're right. That kind of could be the same thing. Right?
Yeah.
You see this moose behind us? He took it to Target last week.
You know what?
He put it in a shopping cart.
That's like a stuffed animal. There's a word for that. There's a word.
I jumped the carpool lane with Raider Moose. Go ahead.
No, there's an actual word. I can't think of it though.
So this dude that you met that had one of these rubber babies, right? What do you call it?
It's a reborn doll.
Silicone, it ain't rubber doll.
It's made of silicone.
Okay, so this guy had
shipped
one
throughout the world.
And wait a second, does he take it around places and like show it off?
Yeah, because he's a dad. He wants to be a DILF. A dad I like to fuck.
What?
Damn, like that?
Oh yeah,
that part.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my question is.
Wow.
You want to hold the baby?
Hey, hold on.
You know, you always wanted your daughter. That's about the closest.
There you go.
Get him one.
You can babysit, okay?
Get him one. Hey, so damn, I lost my thought about this rubber baby.
No, you
train of thought, the rubber band baby.
Okay, so does he take the doll like places?
Yeah, he takes her around. We met for coffee.
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
Oh, okay.
And he named her Uriah. He's Uriah. He named her Uriah. Well, see, the thing is that he's in a same-sex relationship. So, and they
damn, girl, you all over the map. Same second. Okay, go ahead, girl.
Shout out.
I gotta break me out a cigarette for that one. Go ahead.
Shout out to the homie. Yeah, no, but
So fantasy world, kind of.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got you.
Role playing.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I got you.
And it's a hobby for a lot of the women who have these dolls. Some people say, well,
because I'm a manly man. You know what I mean? Like.
I know you're like, put that fucking doll away. That's how some of the actors were that were on the show. Some of the guys were like Brandon was like, get that fucking doll away from me.
Well,
you go back to the house and you talking shit, talking about, well, I got to put the baby to sleep. You're like, God damn, girl. You literally taking it too serious. You got to put the baby to sleep.
Do you want a real baby though? Do you want to like? If I was a guy, I would probably prefer a girl to have a doll. It's like shit. Put that shit in the closet. We can do what we do. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you got a real baby, that's a whole other level of responsibility. Think about it like that.
Oh no, Yas, this guy.
Look, he's trying to pass the torch to you now.
So
here we are.
Just keep the baby. Go ahead, put the baby sleep. Put a pillow over the head, go to sleep. Something.
Like, no, what are you talking about? I'll just say either one, the fake baby, Coven, or real baby. I'll be like, no, let him stay in here. He can watch TV.
Yeah.
Put the rubber baby next to me. All good. I don't know.
Right, and you can put him away.
But what I'm saying is like it'd be hard for a manly dude like me or somebody who's like. I could never see me carrying one of those into like Home Depot. I can see
you want to let him hold the baby. You want to hold the baby.
Let me see.
Come on, hold the baby. Don't grab the baby by the head.
Oh, look, she lost her shoe and her sock. That's real, though. That happens.
This baby, no lie, is about 10 pounds.
Yeah,
it's heavy. Yeah, it has the real
hold the baby's head up, dog. God damn.
I'm just Jesus Christ. No. So this baby is about 10 pounds.
Some curls.
Look it, bro. Look.
You can do barbells with her.
For real. Toss the baby, dog. Toss her.
Toss the
baby.
I always want to
toss the baby. Okay, I'm sorry.
You have to.
I'm sorry, Colvin.
For all the babies out there that've been
mistreated. Because if you break, you bite.
For all the
that part.
For all the rubber babies that have been mistreated by jerks. We're gonna take care of you. But I'm just tripping. I mean, they did an awesome job on these
babies. Shout out to baby.
The baby's bottom of the baby's feet are wrinkled like she was just born, bro. Or she sat in the bathtub for 8 hours.
Yeah. And she has a tattoo. You see her tattoo?
She's got.
I don't know. I think one of my sons did that to her. I have 2 sons.
Yeah,
they hate her. Like,
shout out to the sons.
Shout out to the kids.
Little ink on there.
They don't give a damn
like
about
gorilla.
her.
What's your homie name? Vanilla Gorilla.
Vanilla Gorilla tattoos
no
in the
lie,
house.
guys. The baby has earrings.
Yeah, he dope.
The baby has a bald spot. And the baby really has hair. Like,
yeah, it's real hair too.
They did an amazing
I think it's human hair, which is kind of creepy.
Wow.
It's the only thing that's creepy to me is that you're walking around with this baby.
And I take her everywhere. It's for promotion.
Yeah,
marketing.
Do your thing. I'm here to support.
Everything is for the play for the screen right. Yeah,
everything is about that bag. You know,
it is. It
that
is.
bag.
Nina Charles is
you
normal.
got this idea from a nurse.
I did. She was an intake nurse in urgent care.
What were you doing there?
You know what? I was in a lot of pain.
Okay,
I was in a lot of pain. I had like
you had a fake baby and almost died.
No, I know, right? I was in labor.
A rubber baby and almost passed away.
And I was like,
you got a rubber
she
baby.
was trying to distract me, telling me about her grandbaby.
But look, it worked.
It did work. And when I saw her baby, I was like, this is incredible.
Have you ever took the baby to Disneyland yourself? Have you ever took your baby like on a...
I haven't even taken my real kids to Disneyland yet.
No? Yeah, it's expensive, dude. It's like $300.
And they be acting up. It's like, but we're going in January, so we're excited.
What's the funniest or coolest thing that you've done with the baby besides shoot the pilot?
We took her to a club.
No, you didn't.
In West Hollywood.
Wow.
Just to see how people would act. So we get up to the door. The bouncer's like, he's already looking at us like, y'all gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
You know, because I had her wrapped in a blanket. And he's already like, you already know this is not happening. And I'm like, it's a doll. He's like, oh. He's like, yeah, go take it to the bartenders and fuck with him. And you know, he's like, oh, the manager so-and-so, go fuck with him.
For the baby.
Yeah. So, you know, we take her inside and I just threw her on the bar and the bartender was like, that's something I haven't seen before. But it's cool to see people's reactions because it's like a social test. Kind of like that show, like, what would you do? Yeah, like to see, like, who's going to say something? We have her in the club. The music is loud. We're drinking, me and my lead actress, Whitney. And people are giving us the dirtiest looks imaginable.
I'm sure.
Wow.
And we're just waiting, like, just trying to see, like, if this is a real baby, who's going to speak up for this baby? Who's going to say something?
I would. I'm that guy.
Yo, Hispanic people always speak up. They're always the people that go off.
Of course.
All the time it's Latin people.
Of course.
Because they got a whole bunch of kids, so they always go off.
We took her out to the patio.
About the kids.
Yeah.
And people are smoking, and these guys were walking by, and this guy literally stopped and turned around and came back and cussed us out.
Wow.
He's like, you know, what are you guys doing? It's late. This baby shouldn't be out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, catch. And I just threw her. And he was like, oh. And he was like, oh, you guys are fucking around with people.
I seen the other day on Viceland, I think it's called King of the Road or something, a bunch of skateboarders, they had fake babies. Like
on their backs or
they were skating with them.
In carriers?
They were doing some sick tricks too, like carrying handrails all, you know, like 20 people. Some people are like,
baby holding on for dear life.
Yeah.
And they fall and the baby rolls out.
Yeah.
And they just pick it back up and stuff it right back in the pouch.
And that's what people want to do with her all the time, like guys especially. They're like, oh, what if let's throw her, let's drop her. It's like, yo, you break your body, like.
So you want to shoot an actual
TV show? Yeah.
Like on NBC seasons. Or something about it.
I mean, whoever will have us, you know, I see it.
Yeah, there's a lot of channels now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned earlier you were saying something about as far as like the play coming up soon. Like when is that? Like give a date, January. I think you said.
I'm doing a play called Sings in the Key of Life, and it's opening up late January at the Complex in
Sings
Hollywood.
in the Key of Life.
Sings in the Key of Life. I took a little play on Stevie Wonder's Songs in the Key of Life.
Yeah.
And I've been writing plays since 2014, and this is gonna like kind of end out the scene series that I did. You know, that I started, however, in 2014.
Good for you. So you're a good writer.
Yeah, you know what?
You got a good imagination.
That's what people say. But I do. I have a wild and very vivid imagination. I also have a book on YouTube.
Thank God for imagination, Amazon. Bro. We'd be zombies without that.
Without it, right?
Huh.
Thank God for creative people. Shout out to all the creative people out there:
real.
artists, singers, actors, dancers, comedians.
Yep,
writers.
All of them good people. That's what makes the world tick.
Yeah,
it does.
Big time. Right. So. I'm pumped to see it. When do we get to see the pilot? Is it up now? Can they go watch? If so, let them know.
I have links to the pilot, but right now I'm just really focused on getting it optioned and getting it made by an actual production company or a network.
Who shot it?
It was shot by Jason Weary. Shout out to Jason Weary and his team. They were incredible professionals. They came out and we shot it in 4 days.
Really?
And and we had a blast.
Good. Wow. Where'd you guys shoot it? LA?
Yeah, we shot in LA.
Did it take place in a restaurant, in a house?
Well, some of the scenes were shot in a house. Some of the scenes were shot in an office.
Oh, okay. So she's at home, then she goes to work type
situation?
So
because the show is all about her interactions with the doll and people in her everyday life. Because you can imagine how weird this is, right?
Yeah.
So in real life, if you know somebody who has this doll and I just come to the house,
put some lotion on her
for
feet.
dinner.
Yeah.
Right? Shut up. My baby is not ashy.
You said the baby ashy?
My baby is not ashy.
On her dry foot.
We're well moisturized.
How can the baby have athlete's feet? She was just born a week ago.
No, look at the little spit, the baby hair.
No, but
a little spit.
Her hair doesn't need to be combed though.
So she takes her to work. I'm sure they trip at work.
Well,
if I was a manager, I'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Well, in the pilot, her coworkers actually kidnapped the baby.
As a joke?
Well, no, because they think that she's like having a mental breakdown. They're like, this is weird.
Wow.
But they're weird too. I think we're all a little weird.
Why are they weird?
I think we're all a little crazy. Well, I mean, you kidnapped a doll.
Wow.
Like, that's weird.
Yeah, you come into work with a dog. Get to work.
But it's none of your business.
Get to work before I
and you know what? And I actually took this doll to my real job.
You did?
My 9 to 5, yeah.
You didn't get fired?
No.
Oh, you got a good boss.
No, my people love me. My people love me.
So, is it expensive to shoot this pilot?
It was.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was. You know, people have no idea how much it takes to actually make film projects. Quality film projects takes a lot of money.
Yeah. What's a lot? 10 grand? More?
More.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
20?
More than that. I mean, yeah, somewhere
Around
in that
there?
neighborhood.
Yeah. It's okay. We're just talking.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to get involved, hit her up.
Hit me up.
We definitely looking for investors.
On Instagram. Yeah, we're looking for investors. For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
This could be a big thing,
It's going to be a huge thing. Yeah. I predict in the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to start to see these women coming out more and more because I follow a lot of, and some of the Reborn moms out there, shout out to the Reborn moms, might be watching.
Yeah. What's up, Reborn moms?
What's up,
Reborn moms in the house.
They take their babies out.
Yeah.
You know, they're collectors. They take them out into public. Like I told you, the nurse, she's like, I take her everywhere. And, it's going to become a bigger thing. It's going to become a trend. It may become a trend. You might go into a restaurant and see a reborn baby and be like, oh, I know what that is.
I've actually seen fake babies, but not like this. That
looks really like
she looks really real.
Really real. Like,
and we had a fan send us blinged out pacifiers, brushes, and combs. Shout out to
that fan. Thank you.
So they're really feeling this baby. These people.
I mean,
Does she
they're
grow it all, or do you feed her or no?
But they have them in kid size.
Really?
As big as like an 8 or 9 year old, which now that I think is weird. It's
wait. Why is that weird and why ain't
I don't know?
Because, why is that weird versus like the newborn? Go ahead.
Because so for example, my homeboy who has a doll, his dolls are preemie. This doll is newborn. She wears size newborn. You can get them as big as 6 months, 12 months, 1 year, 2 year. But once you get a baby that's the size of an 8-year-old, it can't walk. And you're just dragging around this child-sized thing.
You're doing the same thing.
But this is a baby. You can hold it.
I got you. You're saying
I got
no
a
matter
10-year-old and I got a 6-year-old. I don't want to drag around.
I got a confession. I got a confession. I once had a doll myself, right? But
blow-up doll?
Was it a My Buddy?
No, it was a blow-up doll.
Oh, and that's a whole nother thing. I actually pitched this to a show developer, and he tried to take it that route.
Wow.
Yeah, he's like, so what happens?
And his name was Cousin Bernie from Bernie. Remember the show Bernie?
from Bernie's Day Out. What was that called?
Yeah, that movie.
What was that movie called?
Yeah.
What was that movie?
Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's. Weekend at Bernie's. Yeah. He's like, so what happens? Like, does she get into the sex doll trade? I'm like, sir.
Yeah, that's too far.
This is not for you. Like, the men don't understand it.
No, because we don't see what you guys see.
Yeah.
Plus, we don't have, we have kids, but
we have kids. Women have kids.
Yeah. So it's a little bit
and we
different.
make the kids.
So that's why when you told me that there's
it takes 2 people to make the kid now. Get it right, though.
No, you know what I mean. Without life,
meaning
meaning us, they can't have no kids.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That part.
That's true.
So no, you want to talk about it?
No, hey, I'm not going to argue with you. You're true.
No. So like, for me to see, and you tell me like a man, was walking around with one of these, it's like, whoa. But he must be, you told me he's in a
same-sex marriage.
Okay, so he must be like the woman in that?
I'm not sure how they do it, but I'm not sure how they do it. But that this is what they've decided to do.
Okay. Instead of real kids, adopt.
Not so maybe later. Maybe later they'll adopt.
No, this is about reborns, right? Yes. What do you call them?
Reborn dolls.
Reborn dolls. Shout out to the reborn doll maker. She killed that.
Yeah,
doll.
she killed it. Bevy's babies.
She's insane.
She's good.
So what is? Do you know the process?
No, but I've told Bevy several times that I want to fly down to New York and like record her process.
Wow,
because it's pretty intense. Like when they put the hair in, they call it rooting, and they put it in strand by strand. This is a bald doll head, so if you can look at the detail, every follicle. She puts it in by hand.
I can't hate the baby got more hair than me. For real.
She does. But she needs a hair transplant right now. We're going to start a GoFundMe. She needs a hair transplant.
I need a hair transplant. Start
she's a little bald in the back.
So do you act too, or you just
I used to. I started out as an actor when I was, I started doing theater when I was 5. And I started out as an actor. But somewhere around like 5 years ago, I kind of transitioned into writing and being behind the scenes. And that's where I belong.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at now. Yeah.
Why? What made you come up with that decision?
Well, I mean, shout out to all the actors out there, but being an actor is tough, and especially in the beginning, before you really get your name out there and get any kind of clout, it's pretty. You're in a powerless situation, and a lot of times you're going to auditions and jumping through a million hoops.
A lot of politics.
Trying to please people. It just wasn't for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to be in control. I got a cool story
about that. I got a friend, Jana. Hey, Jana.
Hey, Jana.
She's from the Era Talent agency, right?
Era like the hats?
Yeah. But it's not. It's just called, I think, Era, ERA Talent Agency. She said, hey, why don't you go try out to be in this commercial, right? So I didn't want to go, and she's like, just go. So I went. It was for smoking. Marlboro or something, right? Dude, I went in there, bro, and I was so uncomfortable. But I went in there and I did good, bro.
You killed it?
I did good. I did good. I walked in. These actor dudes are like so funny bunny, right? Am I lying? The dudes that are trying out. I mean, you know what I mean.
Funny bunny, like, what do you mean by funny bunny?
Funny bunny, like, to themselves, like, they don't want to tell you nothing.
Oh, like it's a competition.
Yeah. I had never, ever done it before.
Competitive is the word.
So I walk in, bro. being me, And so I try to, like, talk to the Cuban dude, Latino dude that was there. So I'm thinking, oh, cool. I'll just go right by this dude.
Speak a little Spanish.
And I walk in, and I meet the camera. There's a camera. And then there's another dude that tells you what to say, right? So I walk in, I'm like, hey, yo, what up? It's Tito. I'm here with Era Talent, and they're like, cool. So I go to shake the guy's hand, and the Cuban dude's like, they don't shake hands. I said, what? I said, well, homie, I'm about respect. I want to shake his hand.
Yeah.
And the director loved it, bro. He shook my hand. He was like looking at me. So then they put us in the scene. They're like, all right, this is the scene. You guys are in a club, and you're going to have a pack of cigarettes, and you're going to pass them out.
He's outside the club flipping tacos?
Yeah, no, before we leave. You know what I mean?
I'm giving him a hard time.
He's like, you're in the club, and before you guys wave down a cab, you're going to pull out the box of cigarettes and hand them out. So he's like, so the dude that hated on me, he's like, okay, I'll do the cigarettes. And the guy was like, no. You do it. And he picked me, right? So I'm looking at the dude like, oh, you're done, bro. So I pull out the box of cigarettes. I'm like, yo, what up? You guys ready to leave? I'm just breaking all the rules. I didn't follow anything they told me to do, right? I'm like, you guys ready to leave? Here, bro, here's a cigarette for you. Here's a cigarette for you. You don't get nothing, bro. Dude, they loved it, bro. They called me back. They called me back.
Yeah, you had that energy.
They called me back, and then I think I didn't go or something. Because I didn't like that vibe.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. I didn't like that vibe. I think I even told Jana, like, like that's so fake. Like, why do I have to be fake? Like, I was being me.
And it's called acting too,
No, but I wasn't acting. But I wasn't acting. I was being real.
You should do a reality show then.
And a lot of that is scripted. They call it unscripted, but a lot of that shit is scripted.
No, but that was to show who you were. That was to capture personality and all that. You know?
Yeah, no.
And then I got sent to a Jack and so I didn't go, right? And then because I started thinking, man, I don't even smoke, and just dumb stuff. And then they sent me to a Jack in the Box commercial, and it was the sriracha jalapeno one.
Oh wow!
And I made it to the end. I made it to the end. I made it to the end, and then I just kind of was like, I don't really know if I want to do this, Because really what they look for, they want to see your personality, what kind of person you are.
Yeah, but when you're a woman, they want to see your body, and I think that's where it ended for me.
Oh, really?
I don't like being objectified. You know what I'm saying? No. It's like I was
in there with no shirt.
I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I went out for a casting call.
You was in there with you had a thong on?
No, not that far.
That's what they want when you're a female. I went to a casting call, and my agent didn't tell me. And she's like, oh, it's a bikini. And I'm like, I had on some little shorts that day. I'm like Daisy 21, Dukes. 22. And I'm like, I don't bring a bikini. They're like, oh, just take off your shirt. And I'm like, so you want me to go in there in my bra and panties, money? Like, nah, I'm out of here.
Wow.
And that was it for me. That's like, I'm not wearing that. I'm not saying that. It was for a freaking George Clinton video.
Oh, which one?
Parliament and Funkadelic.
Oh, that would have been sick.
Shout out to George Clinton. I grew up on P-Funk. My uncles, blasted those records in the garage, whenever possible, but I just wasn't about to do it.
Yeah, so that was the end for me. Life's going to throw us some crazy curveballs. We got to just know which ones work, which ones don't.
Yep.
Right.
But you do got to kind of take advantage of opportunities because they come and go. You know what I mean?
It just really depends on the opportunity.
Yeah, we always talk about this. We always talk about this. Ask him what his opportunity with the opportunity he's taking.
Now I'm here doing the Pricks podcast. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there it is. You create your own opportunities. Those are the best opportunities, in my opinion. The opportunities that I create are the best ones for me.
Yeah,
you should. But it doesn't hurt to get somebody to give you a boost and help your dream or your vision, your goal come to life,
Yeah, no, I'm always looking for that.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. Together we are the plug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? So
we're all just one big melting pot.
Yeah. So that money you need, just call Ice. He'll let you borrow it.
Right.
I got it right here, girl.
What'd you say you need?
I'm trying to shoot episodes 2 and 3. We got the pilot episode. We're trying to shoot episodes 2 and 3. All right,
so explain to me what the pilot is. Like, 2 and 3. 2.
Well, episodes 2 and 3. Well, so in the first episode, she meets this guy who's kind of like on the line, like, she tells him, oh, I have a kid and, I got to get back to my kid. And then, he comes over to her place and he's like, he sees a picture and he's like, that's a doll. And she's like, you think I'm weird? He's like, yeah, you're definitely weird. You know what I'm saying? But you're hot. You know what I'm saying? So going into, guys don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, to a point.
Like a lot of stuff y'all go for. It's like, wow.
He's like, throw that baby in the cupboard.
Right.
By the
it's like, so what are we doing later? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
By episode 2 and 3, it's all about, how she's adjusting to life with this boyfriend and as a new mom to a reborn doll. And, her mom's reaction to the doll, her sister, who's a district attorney in the show, she's like, this is fucking weird,
Wow.
And her sister and her mom think she's having a mental breakdown. So their whole, plot in the show is trying to get her professional help. Oh, because she's running around town with this doll like it's a real baby.
Chris Williams.
Yeah, we know Chris Williams.
Yeah, shout out to Chris Williams. He needs to come do the show.
He was there earlier, C-Dub. He's a donkey. He's a donkey fan. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, what's a Donkeys fan?
Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos.
Oh, see, I don't know nothing about football. I thought we were boycotting
football. We are. Let's take a knee right now,
Take a knee.
We're boycotting.
I can't. I have on this dress.
So we're doing the rest of the show like this.
Not the rest of the show. How much time do we have left?
We got like 5 hours left.
You ain't gotta be nowhere, girl.
So hold on.
Have to be nowhere.
Hey, hold on.
She can go
hold on. So you're shooting. You got 2 down or 1 down?
I got 1 down, but I got a whole season ready.
So this is hurting.
Oh, you're right.
I need lotion for my kneecaps.
Man, oh, it's easy to get down.
Yeah, it's hard
to get up.
Yeah, okay. So you shot 1's done.
That part.
Yeah, but in this industry, it's just good to shoot a pilot or a sizzle to just kind of give the people who you're trying to sell it to an idea of what the show would be.
Okay.
And what it would look like and what it's about.
If you need anything from us, let us know. You need some music, any of that.
I need this right now. I need to be able to come on here and talk about what I'm doing.
For sure.
I appreciate you guys.
We'll compose all original music for you if you need
what?
it.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy? Speaking of original music, my 14-year-old niece did the music for my show.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It was wow.
Yeah.
It was wow. She did the intro song, and she did a lot of the songs on the. And you know what I did? I did a mixtape for the pilot. And I went out and I found a lot of female rappers. I know the female rapper scene right now is a little hot and bothered right now with what's going on in the industry. Yeah, shout out to Uzi. Uzi's on the mixtape.
Nice.
Potty Mouth, the homegirl Potty Mouth, I just lost the earring. She's on the mixtape. And then my little sister, who goes by Smiley.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Little Mommy, she's on the mixtape too. So I had all females on the Baby Doll Trap. We call it Baby Doll Trap.
Okay.
Sick.
Yeah.
Got a whole little thing going on with this.
Yeah.
And what's the songs about? The babies?
No, well, the songs are about different things.
Like
we actually did a parody song. I made my lead actress do a parody song. Whitney Mormon did a parody song called Fake Baby. That I wrote.
How'd it go? Give us a little song.
Oh man, the chorus is yeah, I got a fake baby, but that don't mean I'm crazy. I got a fake baby, but that don't mean I'm crazy.
Hey.
Yeah, I got a fake baby. Yeah, y'all got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Okay. She rapped it.
She rapped it. It was a struggle, but yeah.
You should do a whole video for just
We did a video
just for that.
Yeah, we did, and we showed the video at the end credits and in the pilot, and it's on my Instagram too. So what do you want to let people know right now? Is there anything you want people to go follow, people to go look for? Follow me on Instagram. Follow the Reborn page. I'm on Instagram. I'm at Nina Being a Child. The Reborn pilot is Reborn_pilot. My baby's losing her bow _LA. Okay. And follow us on Instagram. Keep up with it. I got the play Scenes in the Key of Life coming out. It's going to be opening up late January at Complex on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Okay.
And we're just going to keep it rolling.
Okay, so you already have the dates and everything set.
Yeah, I got the dates and everything set. What I'm really trying to do is get the theater, projects out there, because I feel like I met a lot of people in my, that are millennials that have never been to a play. Right. And that just blows my mind.
Right.
And, theater is one of the oldest art forms.
Yeah,
before movies, before TV, there was live theater, Shakespeare, Greek theater.
Right.
Greek plays and shit like that. So I'm just really trying to make theater for this new generation, Generation Z and millennials. They don't. They
don't. That's
I remember my grandma, my granddad taking me to a play when I was a little boy downtown.
What play was it?
It was called Timbuktu.
Was it one of those Mama I Burnt the Chicken plays?
No, it was Timbuktu. That was the name of it. Real talk.
What was it about?
Like some Africans or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's teaching you some history.
No, real talk. Yeah.
But where?
I can't remember. It was like downtown LA somewhere.
Oh, okay. It might have been the Pantages. I don't know. Who knows?
I might be like 9, 10, maybe 9, 10 years old. So yeah,
but nobody hates theater, the experience. You might go to a play that you don't like, but the experience everyone loves. Yes. When you go and see something live on stage,
well put together, and it's amazing.
Like you go see The Color Purple, you go see Hamilton.
Yes.
You're
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I go see everything.
I haven't seen any of that.
No. Wow.
I've seen The Lion King in Vegas.
There you go.
And that was amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah. I walked out of there, I was like,
holy shit.
This is so sick.
This is it.
Wow.
That's
I started
it.
going, what was the song? What's
Circle of Life?
Kumbaya Tata.
Oh, Kuna Matata.
There you go.
I like Circle of Life.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I actually saw the first one, and then I saw the Sun one. I saw both. I went years ago when it was just The Lion King, and then my daughter's 16 now, so we took her maybe when she was like 9 or something, and they had the baby one. And it was so sick. Both of them were sick.
Wow.
Yeah, but nothing beat the Jabberwockies. I don't know if that would be considered play.
Well, that's still live performance. That's like more of a dance.
That's more like a musical or something.
Bro,
like that.
Like a dance performance.
Maybe want to do a kickworm right there on the spot.
Shout out to the Jabberwockies. They're hot.
Sick, right?
They've been hot from day one.
Wow.
That popping and locking. But yeah, nobody dislikes the theater experience. So, what they don't like is the actual content. Mm-hmm. But, that varies from play to play.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, what was that play that they were using against? Was it Trump in the beginning of his campaign or something? Remember is that the Hamilton one you're talking about?
Oh, yeah, Hamilton. Yeah.
So what's the story behind that? Educate me, because I'm clueless.
Hamilton is kind of crazy because it's about olden times, like around the time of the fathers, like the founding fathers of America, but it's has a lot to do with hip hop.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of it is rapping. Mm-hmm. They're rapping a lot about what's going on, the Constitution and stuff like that. So that's what made it different. But Hamilton is on Broadway and it's sold out for the next 7 years.
Are you serious?
What?
Yes, you can.
Wow.
If you get tickets, somebody.
How much are the tickets?
I mean, they vary.
300.
You're gonna pay more than that for Hamilton right now. Yeah.
What? That's crazy, dude.
There's a lot of money in theater, but it's a great.
Who wrote that?
I mean, I can't remember the gentleman's name, but it's a man. It's a guy that wrote it. I can't think of his name right now. But it's
dude,
hot.
I would have never known that. Like,
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
There it is. Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Leave it up to Marky.
Yeah, there it is. He got that Google. Yeah, Marky got that Google.
Engineer, producer.
Pow! Google never let you down.
All important stuff.
Yeah, but it's sold out for the next 7 years. So, theater is a big thing, and I'm just trying to bring it to the... I mean, I ain't got clout like that.
York,
not yet. Right? I'm working on it. It's at Pantages.
It was at the Pantages too?
I mean, it's tough to get tickets. It's tough to get tickets.
I'm going. I'll get us.
You should. You should. You got to see it.
I've always been interested. Like, I have no interest in theater, but when I saw promos for that, like promotion that was getting big, I was like, man, I need to watch that.
Wow. Why do you not have any interest in theater? That's interesting to me.
Me neither, though. I get what he's saying.
No, I want to know why.
It just, so much stuff going on. Like, I probably watch movies,
But there would be no movies if there was no theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I wouldn't watch nothing then. You know what I mean? Like
without a kick drum, there would be no music.
But you said that you went and saw theater and you had a great experience.
Yeah, for sure.
So why are you not more into it?
Can you just do one about the baby and I'll go?
I mean, yeah, no, I mean,
I'll be there.
He said that if it was in Spanish, that he would be there.
No,
yeah, I don't know. I would need help.
Hamilton, how would you say?
He said, "Hola, chola, ¿cómo estás, bien?"
Right there, call it El Mariachi right there.
Oh, I'm there. El Mariachi. You guys watch Coco, the movie Coco?
I love that movie.
That movie was so sick.
That was such a good movie.
Coco?
It's a Pixar movie.
Dude,
Disney
it's
Pixar.
insane, bro.
Yeah, it's a great story.
Amazing, bro.
Wow.
I just
great
watched
story.
it. I just barely watched it. And
Coco
when I
had me in tears.
I was like, what?
Were you crying?
Shh. Men don't cry.
See?
Men don't cry.
Real men cry.
They do?
Yeah.
Who told you that lie?
No, I mean, you guys gotta cry. It's releasing. You gotta release those emotions.
I'm not crying in front of anybody.
Well, go in the bathroom and cry then. But you gotta do it.
I don't count then. Right? Put some water on your face. See, I'm not crying, I'm sweating.
That part.
That
outside.
Yeah.
So, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much for having me.
And cousin Coven.
Her name's Coven, bro.
Oh, Coven. I'm saying
Coven, like Easy Bake Oven.
Coven. Easy Bake Oven. Okay.
Easy Bake Coven.
Don't
She's
put Coven
chilling,
in the
bro.
oven.
She's been mad dogging the fans.
She's throwing
the whole
up the
time.
set. If you put her like this, she looks like she's mad dogging. When her head goes down, she looks like she's
Yeah. So
you go break the baby neck.
That baby's agile. That baby's agile.
Can the baby can it floss?
Can it floss like her teeth? Or?
No, the dance, the floss.
What is the floss?
The flossy
is
that little back and forth dance. I mean, I guess if we make her.
So thanks for coming on, okay?
Thank you so much for having me.
Really, sincerely, if there's anything you want to tell them, again, your Instagram. Go slow though, because we got a lot of people out there like me.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, like what? What did you say?
My Instagram's at Nina Being a Child. Follow me on Instagram. Follow the show at Reborn_Pilot_LA. And come to my show if you're in LA. Scenes in the Key of Life, January at the Complex.
All right,
It'll be all over the page. Yay!
Thanks for coming on, okay?
Nice.
Hey, hold on. She brought us a gift. Where's it at? Let me grab it.
It's over there by Mark. I mean, I'm the first female on the show, by the way, guys.
First.
So I had to bring that divine feminine energy.
That part.
Let's see
And
what she brought us.
make my mark.
Check. Look at this bag. First of all,
it's pink.
She brought us some iPhone 8s from T-Mobile. It's all good.
Oh my God! I don't even have an iPhone. It's Droid Nation over here.
Look at that.
It's Droid Nation.
Wow.
It's brownies. There's weed in those though. No, I'm just kidding.
It's edibles. That's perfect.
No.
I love edibles.
It's just a regular brownie.
What's in here?
Those are wine glasses.
I like
those are stemless
that.
wine
Logo.
glasses. Give you a feminine touch. So the next woman that you have here,
Thank you so
you can have
much.
a drink out of the Nina Child's production glasses.
Tripping on this. Good job.
I brought one for each of you guys.
She brought, look at the information.
And just promotional materials, magnets and stickers and shit like that.
Due date 2018.
That gives you a synopsis of all the episodes that I got mapped out on the back too.
Okay, thank you. And then you got a picture of who are these? Your actors and stuff?
Yeah. That's
okay. Here
flyer.
we go. Here we go. Look.
That's the actors from the pilot. Shout out to my cast.
Follow this right here.
I love you guys.
Marky, you got this?
Yeah, put on there too.
Shout out, Nina Childs. There we go.
Marky will put all this up on the video. Hold on, we ain't done.
Marky.
We ain't done. Man, this is a
ain't
great
shit else
day.
in there but some stickers and
magnets.
I got a 6-pack of bullets in there. I need some bullets in my 38.
I didn't think
What is
next
this?
time.
What is this?
You know what? That's a soundtrack from one of my plays. A lot of times I do playlists for my plays, and people are like, I like this song, that song, so I'll just make CDs and give them to the crowd. It's a mixtape from one of the plays I did. Scenes of an Era.
Nice. All right, well, Nina, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much.
And really, thanks for being thoughtful and bringing us something.
Of course.
You are the very first person that's brought something.
Really?
Not just the first female, the first chick.
Yeah.
People.
Well, always. My mom taught me, don't ever show up empty-handed.
And next time, bring some money, though.
Okay.
Leave your wallet.
And I'm sure these brownies are delicious.
Yo, my sister made those. Shout out to my sister. She's an architect by day, but she's an event planner by night.
What's your sister's name?
Her name is Maisha, but her company is Mai Things, and she's a pastry chef. They're amazing. Taste them.
I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know. Thank you, huh? And followers,
please follow me on Instagram.
Help out.
I need all the followers I can get. I'm struggling out here.
She's trying to make it happen. You see, she's got a baby to feed.
I have a baby to feed.
She's got to pay for it.
I need a daddy. She needs a daddy.
A couple things.
You want to be the baby's daddy?
So shout out to the Reborn Community.
You gotta be prepared to buy outfits and shit.
Reborn Community, tune in and help her out. Let's get her pilot shot.
Podcast.
Let's let her get her stuff in order. And thanks again.
Shout out to Uzi.
We appreciate you.
Oh, thank you so much.
And thanks for the gifts. I'll let you know. I'll let you know if my diabetes kills me.
No, if you have diabetes, don't eat no brownies. Yeah, I'm not gonna be responsible.
You got diabetes, eat them brownies.
I'm gonna make you sign a waiver right now. No. We'll see you guys soon.
Thank you. Appreciate it, everybody.